Hello, everybody. Welcome to Unmuzzled, a podcast. We spell that P-A-W-D because it's all things animals. And today, it's not just animals, it's vodka. Hello. So I will tell you, I went to the store a few weeks ago, and I kind of like, I have my things that I drink. I don't really go outside the box, but this label, I was like, oh, cool. It has a dog on it, in the seltzer aisle. I'm like, I'm going to get this. And then a few days later, my friend Erin, who also works at Hinsdale Humane Society, was like, oh, Sarah, have you heard of this Good Boy vodka? I'm like, dude, I just bought that and it's sitting in my fridge. And then all of this irony, we got connected. Jenna from Good Boy is actually here to tell us the whole story of this amazing company, and their motto is every pour helps a pup. So, I mean, how can you not like that? Presenting sponsors, you're up, and then we'll get to Jenna. Thank you so much to our presenting sponsors. Yucca Fence is a family-owned, trusted provider of high-quality fencing solutions with over 57 years of experience. They take pride in protecting what you love the most and give back to rescues, shelters, and humane societies through their partnerships. They give you a free, no-obligation estimate and use the highest quality materials. For transparency and peace of mind, visit Yucca Fence for all your fencing needs. Canine Cruise is the place to take your pet. They offer dog and cat boarding, dog daycare, pet retail, and mindful day school. Tons of indoor space with a huge yard. Canine Cruise is your one-stop shop for professional pet care in Chicago. Kiki's Corner Natural Pet Foods in downtown Winfield, just a block south of CDH Hospital on the railroad tracks. Kiki's has all your food and health aid needs for dogs and cats. Kiki's Corner for a healthy, happy pet. Sniffing out a new vet? Bond Vet is a new breed of vet care that offers everything from primary care to walk-in urgent care visits. And right now, they've got a special treat for our listeners. You can use code UNMUZZLED to get $50 off your pet's first visit by booking at bondvet.com. That's code UNMUZZLED at BONDVET.com for $50 off. Thank you, sponsors. I appreciate you. I love you. Without further ado, Jenna is here. Hello, Jenna.
Hello, Sarah. So nice to be with you today.
Yes, and I love that background already. Like I said, the labeling, and I know that you sent me some examples, but it's just like it goes right to your eye, when you're in the aisle. It's very unique. It's bright, which I love. But before we get to this, because this podcast, for those of you that listen regularly, you want to know, like, how are people in this business where pets are related, dogs are related. Obviously, rescue is huge for this business. But growing up, did you have pets?
Yes, I did. I actually she was our little Christmas miracle. We brought home a rescue dog. My parents brought her home for Christmas and they put her under our tree when I was about 4 years old. She was a pit bull lab mix. We aren't sure exactly what she was, but she was just the most amazing dog ever. Her name was Kahlua. So it's funny enough that we always named our dogs and pets after alcohol. And then now I'm working for an alcohol company that gives back to animals. It just seemed like the perfect fit for me. But she was amazing. So I was so lucky to have her for 14 great years. And she was the most amazing dog I could have ever asked for. She put me into, really caring about rescue dogs and volunteering with rescues back in high school and, helping them out in any way that I could. And I'm very deeply connected personally to the mission that we have here at Good Boy Vodka. So I'm very grateful for the experience that I had. Just having my own rescue dog, I feel like it gives you such a great perspective on loving an animal that has so much love to give back. And I know you totally understand that too.
Yeah, it is a thing. And, when I first moved to Chicago, which now is, that was 2005. So, wow. We, took a puppy from a bad pet store. Not good at all. And it ended up teaching me so much, but it also taught me that is like not a good place to get a pet. So it is amazing how much a rescue animal, whether it's a dog, cat, horse, anything, teaches you about resiliency and, you know, how much love they have to give, no matter what their past was. And, you know, I've obviously seen the worst of the worst coming from Chicago Animal Care and Control. But it really does change your perspective on pets and animals in general. And that's why I love this. So I was just, you know, I know that you partnered with Aaron and Hinsdale, and I was just looking at the marketing, which is your title, in the social media. And it's cool because you literally show the animals that the funds are going to, which is just incredible. That's really important to you.
Absolutely. Yes. We love to partner with hyperlocal shelters. That's one of the things. Yes, that was an amazing initiative we had last year, which is where I actually first met Aaron from HHS. October is Adopt a Shelter Pet Month. So our team went around to 7 different shelters in 7 different states in 7 days. And we went around, you know, donating back to them. We had dog toys for them. We had 250 pounds of dog treats for each shelter. And then we contributed financially as well for any other needs that the shelter might have, and just got to talk with so many people around the country that are doing so much for animal care, just with shelters and humane societies and everything that they do. And just talked with all of them to get them to share their story and what they're doing and all the great work, and hopefully get some dogs adopted. You know, we showcased all those dogs as well. So
yeah, that's so true, because you have a totally different audience than you know what happens with like Live Like Rue and like rescues. It's like it's always the same people donating. It's always the same people seeing your content. Like you actually have like number one, you have a golf audience in John Daly, so we didn't even get to that part yet. But you did like it's just a whole different audience that can reach people that in these communities that might not even know that these rescue animals exist, which is amazing.
Absolutely. We try to focus on that a lot because there are so many dogs that need homes, and we try to support where we can in every way possible.
Yeah, I love that. It really is a unique partnership. So yeah, I mentioned John Daly. So when I picked up the vodka, I mean, I saw like John Daly's name was on it, but oftentimes we see these partnerships where, oh, you know, we just put his name on there. He supports it, like he's okay with it, but like he drinks it. That like you do cute little videos of him on the golf course. And for those of you that don't know who John Daly is, he's a very magnetic golfer that wore really cool outfits, still wears really cool outfits. And he's very magnetic. Like people get sucked into him. He's also very controversial when he played, but in a good way. So it's kind of cool to have this natural partnership where he's not being forced to say these lines. Like you literally get him in his element.
Oh, absolutely. So the way that our company started, we started with just our vodka here, and then we broke out into a vodka cocktail line. And our CEO actually met John Daly on the course and was just talking with him. And he was like, hey, I have a vodka company. You should try my vodka. And, you know, John's known for loving a good beverage every once in a while. And he tried the vodka and he just absolutely loved it. And he was, you know, talking with our CEO, and they said, you know, the John Daly has been, you know, a well-known drink at country clubs. Why don't we make the official one? And that's how that partnership started. So we started out with a line of just the original John Daly's, which is iced tea, vodka, and lemonade. And then we added more to the line with peach, blackberry, and raspberry. And they're very well loved. It's a great drink if you haven't tried it, but we have a great partnership with John. You know, he's amazing with supporting the brand as well. And one of the things that John loves is the mission too. He's a huge dog person. He loves dogs. We've got a lot of photos of him with dogs too, but also the military piece that our company gives back to military dogs and working dogs and vets as well. So.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that because I think that was kind of like the initial goal is what was the canines and veteran animals and causes. And I like that it's kind of pivoted because I feel like you can get to more people, and especially in places like, I think you had Kentucky on there where like this money, no matter how much it goes such a long way now. And especially now when, you know, shelters are full, rescues are full, they don't have as many donations coming in for supplies and that kind of thing. So these checks are huge, especially for these smaller municipalities that don't have as many resources.
Most definitely. That was one of the pieces of feedback we received from all of the shelters last year, was that they're very overwhelmed. Shelters are super full and donations are low. So we love partnering with some of the smaller shelters that, a lot of bigger brands tend to give back to some of the largest shelters in the country. And we really pride ourselves on working with the people that really truly need it and are so appreciative. And we know that it's helping out so many animals.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's the other thing too. A lot of people ask me, about charities to give to. And, there are charities that have huge marketing teams and huge marketing budgets and huge advertising budgets, and they will be in your face. But the ones that aren't are the ones that really, really, really need help. So it's amazing that your company and brand recognizes that and then actually goes there to say, hey, here we are, and here's a check for you. Like that's awesome too, to be able to see what you're giving to. And especially, some of these facilities are not the best, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's been amazing too, even as a dog lover myself, just getting into the space, just seeing what they do on a day-to-day basis was so interesting in and of itself. And I really appreciate the work that all of you guys do and everyone at our company does as well. So
yeah, and that helps. I mean, that helps, I think, having an appreciation and not just that, but like an understanding rescue and these shelters where, they really need help. That's smart. That's smart of you to go in there and actually see it. So for the future, like, do you see like kind of the growth in this and like maybe even being able to donate to more or donate more to the smaller ones?
Absolutely. That is, one of our biggest goals. Our company was founded on the principle that we wanted to give back. Our CEO, he had a dog. Her name was Ruby. She was a German Shepherd. He loved her very much. And he knew that from the beginning of the company, he wanted to start a company that was going to give back in some way, shape, or form. And another woman on our team, Laura, she's our chief strategy officer, that helped founded the company as well. She had a military background and a lot of military ties, and they kind of meshed those two together and originally got involved with a couple different organizations like Pets for Vets, Dogs to Dog Tags, companies like that give back to dogs, whether rescuing them or by pairing veterans in need with service animals and emotional support animals as well. So that was the initial tie there, and from there we've only grown. So now we're giving back to more and more shelters, and as the brand grows, we give back more. So that has always been what our company has been about, why we started doing what we're doing, and we're only going to continue to do it from here.
Yeah, and not just growing that way, but like, going from vodka to this like seltzer craze now. And, even 5 years ago when the seltzers like really took off, if you go to the store now, like I said, it's insane how many there are. And to stand out is minus the ones that we all know and drink. It's hard because they're all competing. But I know I picked it because of the iced tea. Like I love iced tea, and I said, oh man, this would be good, as a seltzer. But yeah, I love that because you kind of go with whatever's trending and keep advancing the product. I think it's great. Well, Jenna, amazing work you and your team do. Do you have anything coming up or anything launching that you want to talk about at all?
We do have a couple of exciting initiatives we have coming up in October. So we just launched our new lemonades line. I know it's not necessarily dog related, but with us giving back to dogs and animals, we wanted to extend that, our charitable contributions as well, to giving back to women's causes. And October is Breast Cancer Research Awareness Month. So we're doing more giving back. We're doing a Drink Pink campaign with Good Boy Vodka. So we'll be giving back to breast cancer research and awareness organizations as well. So that's something that we're super excited about, to just extend our reach into other charitable contributions.
Which is so important because, if you're already involved with like helping animals, it's just natural to help people as well. I mean, it's like the next step. So kudos to you. There's their website. Go check it out. I really, really hope that you also check out their social media because it's great. Like I just followed and I was like more John Daly. I wanted to like keep seeing it. But I love that he's so immersed in it. I think it says a lot about you as a company that he trusts what you guys are doing. He's involved in it. He wants it to grow. Obviously, his name is involved with it. So really incredible work. Thank you for giving back. I know everybody with pets and shelters and open admission shelters and rescues really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Jenna.
Absolutely. Yeah, we did some fun stuff on our social media last week. I don't know if you got to check that out with HHS, which is a wonderful sponsor in the Chicago area. We had one of their adoptable dogs. His name is Lalo. I got to go to the shelter and visit him and meet him and work with their marketing director to do a little Instagram takeover where he took over our social media. We had him as our marketing director for the week, just highlighting him and just letting people know that he's adoptable. So if you're in the area, go meet Lalo, see if he's a good fit for you in your home, because he's a wonderful, wonderful dog.
Yeah, it really is a magic match, putting like shelter and rescue dogs on a Vodka page, that has you have a lot of followers. So it's smart because you never know who's going to see that. And I always think about when Facebook first started, and that's why I'm in rescue, is I would see people sharing like dogs from animal control and they needed transport. So I hopped on to say and it just takes like one person to see it and say, oh, look at that dog. And you guys put him in a great scenes where it exposes his personality and he's not behind bars or in a cage or, it's actually really, really smart. Thank you, Jenna. You're awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Vodka, everybody. Seriously, they're doing a great work. I'm so impressed by the social media. And Jenna right there is at the helm. And I got her on the podcast. She is amazing. Supporting sponsors, thank you. Thank you to our supporting sponsors. On the corner of Montrose and Troy in Chicago's Irving Park neighborhood, you'll find a hidden gem known as Templestowe Pub. They have a great selection of local draft beers, and the Malort is always flowing. Oh, no. Join us for a charity bingo event or a tap takeover with a local brewery. Don't want to leave your dog at home? All good, bring them along. Whether you're throwing darts or playing a banger on the jukebox, you're guaranteed to have an awesome time. So head on over to 3135 West Montrose and look for the old style sign. The Canine PT is Chicago's highest rated dog physical therapy clinic, and they're dedicated to enhancing the lives of your four-legged companions as they age or when recovering from an injury. Give the gift of pain relief to your furry friends. They also offer a discount for rescue dogs. For more information, visit thecaninept.com. Intuitive animal behavior dog training, positive reinforcement, force-free and fear-free training solutions for every dog. Jenna offers individualized training, behavioral boarding, shelter support, and positive reinforcement board and train services. Creating an environment that is happy and healthy for your pets is so important. For more information, go to intuitiveanimalbehavior.com. Thank you, Jenna from Good Boy Vodka. Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.